Steel kissed her throat before the drum finished. Lose, and the river would take her brother. She nodded once, set her feet, and agreed to a duel judged by ghosts. They rose like fog from the field of names' ancestors in tattered moonlight, arguing in the wind. Old tongues. New curses. Some wept. Some laughed. The youngest rattled the grass like rain. The oldest leaned on nothing and murmured, "She fights like forgiveness." Nara heard it through the cold inside her ribs. Forgiveness? She tightened her grip. "I'm not here to forgive," she whispered. "I'm here to win." Her opponent Cade rolled his shoulders. Tall, scar on his lip. Eyes like still water. His clan had demanded the blood debt after a border fire. If Nara lost, her little brother Teo would be offered to the river to wash the feud clean. If she won, Teo went home. Simple on paper. Not simple with spirits scoring every move. The rule-keeper ghost raised a translucent hand. 1 cut, 1 point? 3 points is judgment. No killing blow unless given. His voice sounded like bones tapped together. The drum hit once, and Cade came in fast. Blade low, body calm. Nara slid aside. Their swords clicked and sang. Sparks leaped, then died on the old grass. She kept breaths short. Keep your eyes on his shoulders. Watch the hips. Don't think about Teo at the river, stone tied to ankle. Don't think about Ma's name carved on the field. Cade fainted high. She parried, felt the sting in her wrist, and pivoted. Her blade nipped his sleeve. A whisper gale ran through the ghosts. The youngest cheered. The oldest only sighed. 1, the rule-keeper said. Cade smiled without warmth. You're quick. I'm not drowning anyone today, she said. He came again, heavier now. Their feet scuffed the past. The field remembered every duel. The grass leaned away from old blood. Nara's heart beat hard and steady. Cade pressed her. She dropped, rolled, and rose with a slash that grazed his side. The wind hissed. The ghosts argued louder. 2, said the bones voice. Teo, hold on, she thought. Hold your breath and keep your eyes on the clouds. Cade backed up, breathing a little harder. He touched the line of red at his ribs, looked at it, then at her. Your clan fought my father at the Blue Bridge, he said. He never came home. Nara's jaw went tight. My mother didn't either. He nodded once, as if that hurt less if shared. Then he blurred forward. The third exchange was a storm. Steel flashed. Their shadows leaped and crossed. He slammed her guard wide and stepped through. She turned into it, used his weight, and felt their blades lock, chattering like teeth. His eyes were close now, the still water breaking finally. She could see fear under the ice. Hope, too, twisted into it. The ghosts roared. The drum trembled in the hands of no one. Her blade slid along his. A small opening. Easy point. And this, then she saw it, a pale, thin line at his throat. Not a scar from war. A scar from rope. Her breath caught. The oldest ghost lifted his head. She fights like forgiveness, he murmured again. Not praise. Not mockery. A warning. Nara stalled for a heartbeat, enough time to feel something strange. The cold inside her ribs wasn't fear. It was weight. Old weight. She blinked, and in the shimmer of the ancestral crowd she saw one face clear as moonwater. The oldest ghost was not a stranger. It was Nara, worn by years. The same crescent scar under the eye. The same notch in the ear from a dog bite. The same stubborn pull at the mouth when she tried not to cry. Her stomach dropped. She heard her own voice, older, layered with dust. Every time you win the same way, we lose the same thing. Cade pushed. Their blades squealed. Speak sense, Nara hissed. Mercy is not surrender, the old her said. Mercy is a door, but doors ask a toll. The drum fell silent. Even the wind paused, listening. Nara could take the point. 3. Judgment, Teo freed. But something in the field bent toward her, waiting. A legend whispered under the grass. Win by blood and the river keeps a name anyway. Win by grace and the river gives one back. She had never heard the second part. Not in stories. Not in the loud council fires. Choose, said the bones-voice. Nara stepped back. Cade blinked, surprised. She lowered her blade, gasps, hisses, a hiss from the living. A gasp from the dead. Cade froze. What are you doing? Breaking the fight, she said, throat raw. I refuse the third cut. The oldest version of her closed her eyes and smiled like rain after smoke. The younger ghosts fell quiet, crowding close as if to learn a new prayer. The rule keeper frowned with his whole skull. To refuse is to invite a binding. I know, Nara said. She sheathed her sword and opened both hands to Cade. Let the river take the debt from something else. Cade stared. His blade trembled. You'd trust me? No, she said. I'd trust the rules you hide. The ones whispered, not carved. He swallowed, then dropped his point. A murmur rippled through the dead, a soft, aching sound. Wind folded around Nara. The ancestors moved as one, heads bowed. The river's name rose from the grass like mist. Teo's name drifted back from the water, untying itself from stone. Nara felt it. A cord in her chest loosened. Relief rushed hot and dizzy, then the toll came. The oldest ghost reached toward her, not touching, but taking. A silvery strand of memory pulled free from behind Nara's eyes. She tasted sweet tea. Felt strong hands braiding her hair. Heard a laugh she knew better than her own. Stop, she whispered, reaching for her mother's face in her mind. It was already fog. It must be paid, said the older Nara gently. I will keep it safe. In the dark. Until you need it most. Tears slid hot down Nara's cheeks. She nodded because the alternative was Teo's last breath alone in river water. The strand snapped. The memory dimmed to a shape without features. Cade stepped forward, guilt and wonder warring in his eyes. I didn't know the right could do that. Neither did I, she said, voice small. The ghost began to settle. The field seemed to breathe. The drum lifted itself and turned away. A splash sounded at the river's curve. Nara looked up. Something crawled from the black water long, pale fingers first, then a face that was not a face at all. It wore Teo's smile like a mask empty behind it. The youngest ghost screamed. The oldest did not move. The debt is changed, croaked the river thing. Not ended. Name the one who drowns in his place. All the wind fled the field. Nara's mouth went dry. She felt the gap where her mother's face had lived. She felt Teo's hand small in hers long ago, now a hollow ache. She set her jaw. If a name must be given, Cade grabbed her wrist, hard. Don't, there's another rule. I think I know it. What rule? She asked. He looked at the oldest ghost, the older Nara. The door opens both ways. The river thing cocked its head, listening. The water behind it rose. Nara took a breath and stepped toward the edge. Heart burning, memory missing, future staring back with her own tired eyes. Then say it fast, she whispered. Before the river learns mine, hungry for the next beat. Follow now so you don't miss part 2.